Hello, Soul Tribe, and thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I know this is a little bit delayed as I announced on Facebook and Instagram, but it has been a pretty busy week and weekend. And it's been so nice spending time with family. I actually went to my first comedy show with one of my girls, which was so much fun. It was so fun to just laugh together and spend time and hang out in the city as well, which I don't often do. more out into the forest type countryside area, which is lovely. Anyway, we have a few things that I wanted to share with you for this week. We will talk a little bit about the astrology. We have Valentine's Day coming up. So yeah, and thank you for your comments and things like that and sharing this video. I really, really appreciate that. So in celebration of Valentine's Day, I've actually been doing Love Potion this week. So you can see the affirmation here. I am magnetic. My heart is open to receiving love. And this goes perfectly with my chocolate smoothie. So you can actually combine the two together. You can add a little bit of the love potion, make a bit of a strong brew. I usually suggest about a quarter of a cup of the potion strong brewed, either poured into the chocolate smoothie, which is in the chocolate smoothie, or it's in the smoothie book. So you'll find the potion here. Just here, Love Potion. You can see the 5 beautiful reviews, and thank you to my beautiful soul tribe for your reviews. I'm so happy hearing your stories around Love Potion as well. Super, super encouraging. And you can see on here, we talk about working with the ritual for 66 days as well. So take that into account when you're ordering, that it takes up to 66 days. And not only do we have the special with the bundle of 4, I also made it available to get the bundle of 6. So if you did want to order all of the complete set, that is now available to you guys as a complete bundle where you also save 20% too. So the smoothie bowls is actually on the shop section. So if you go up to the top, you'll also see that you'll get an instant download copy of my smoothie bowls recipe. And you see there's 33 beautiful original recipes that I have handcrafted, taken photos of, and made the recipes from scratch myself. My background is also in natural medicine, working as a kinesiologist. You'll see everything written on there. But anyway, cheers and happy Valentine's Day to you guys as well. So let's get in to the astrology for this week. And also, if you want to book a personal reading, which I know a lot of people are booking sessions and having conversations around love at the moment, you are best to book in for a mystical oracle session with me over on masonjupiter.com. So using the discount code Jupiter to save 10% off is your best way to reach out at the moment and to have your questions answered. So looking into the astrology for this week is a combination of head and heart energy. So some of us might feel torn to like being led by the heart. Others might feel torn to like really ruminating and thinking things over in the head. This is also going to be a time to, some people will be thinking or reflecting on past relationships and on exes. This is also exes popping up, a little bit similar to Mercury retrograde when we see that kind of thing happen. And maybe this is just getting us prepared for this Venus retrograde that's coming up. But anyway, we're seeing over the last couple of weeks a lot of soulmates, reunions happening. We're still seeing a little bit of a continuation of this in people finalizing or making decisions around where they want to go with love. So have a look for your prophetic messages in your dreams. The other thing that you also want to look out for too, so maybe keeping a dream journal, you also want to look out for where we're feeling like we're coming undone, or if we're feeling like trauma and things are coming up, really trying to regulate your nervous system from within, do your breath work, do your somatic release as well. Also, we have a full moon in Leo, which is around the 12th going into the 13th. This will be a snow moon. So with this, we will also feel the effects of this full moon all the way out even into Valentine's Day, which is a few days later. So this full moon is a great time to really work on your goals, to set your intentions, to commit to your mission, especially if you are a Leo or you have a Leo rising. This is a perfect time to recommit to your goals and path and to have high achievement. And I also heard an astrologer say just the other day that if you have Gemini rising, which I do, or you're a Gemini, this is kind of a breakthrough year for you. So pop your hand up in the comments if you also have that too. So really, I feel this is a really good moon to take advantage of. So please do your full moon rituals. We will be having a new moon ritual towards the end of the month. I think it will be around the 28th. I will announce that on Alchemy Potions website. And if you've bought a potion in the past or you're thinking of buying one, you will be sent an invite to join our Zoom meeting that we have, which is so exciting to chat to you guys face to face, to have the love and support for the group too. And we will be doing very special tailored rituals that I will be guiding you through, as well as I'll be giving you little tips and tools for growth. Anyway, for the rest of this week, it's working on transmuting shadow aspects around inner child healing. So really looking at what's been reflected and brought up, whether it's in conversations, synchronicities, or even movies, songs, things like that you're drawn to. So watching out for a little bit of conflict on Valentine's Day with this. This may be make or break situations for a few people. You may also be just reflecting and reassessing past. So realizing your value and worth will also be an important feature of this week, and seeing where your needs are not being met too. So just being careful around conflict, that you maybe discuss that either before or after Valentine's Day if you want to have a more peaceful day with that. But remember, this is also about celebrating yourself. Valentine's Day is not just for couples. I've had other Valentine's Day where, I spoil or maybe make myself a nice dinner or take myself out. Go to the movies, go to the cinemas by yourself, go out to dinner, celebrate you, love you, because when we love ourselves and we really nourish and nurture from within, this also becomes more magnetic, and this is where we pull on and attract that kind of love too. So self-love is one of the most important things. And we're going to be focusing on love also for the new moon. So do grab your love potion and join us. This is one that I'm really feeling drawn to talk about with this particular new moon coming up for the Soul Alchemy Potions event. And also this will be a time to celebrate your wins and success, but also a time for letting go or weeding out the things that are no longer for you. So it's kind of like we can't fake things anymore, is a little bit of the energy. So if you're really sort of feeling like your heart's not invested, whether it's a job, a relationship, friendships, things of that sort of nature, reevaluate where you do want to put your time and investment. So that's what we have for the astrology. Crystal wise, because I felt two crystals really jumping out at me this week, we have this beautiful black tourmaline. So tourmaline is one of those ones that works like a little sponge to soak up negative energies. It also helps for protection, so it absorbs negativity too. So you can also pair other crystals with it to help with cleansing. Kyanite, black tourmaline generally don't really need cleaning. You can sit them in salt. Anything ending in ite, even though this is tourmaline, I just want to say though, because similar striations in selenite and kyanite, you don't want to get wet. So you do really more want to cleanse under the full moon. So perhaps get your stones out for this full moon as well. And this is also really helping protect unwanted energy into your home space. This protects your spirit on mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. It's also known as an energy mousse as well. So this is one that you can also wear every single day. There are some really pretty necklaces out there or rings that have black tourmaline. It is more of a fragile stone, so just remember that. Probably better off in a necklace rather than a ring. And the other one that I felt really drawn to bring tonight was celestial light. This is one that's been calling out to me so strong, especially for star seeds and beings that are connected to the angelic realms. So this one is believed to help you communicate to these realms, especially the angelic realm. It helps you to work with your guardian angel. Let me just bring this up a little bit closer so you can really get into the energy of this. So has a soothing energy. This helps promote inner peace. That really helps bring a sense of tranquility to the soul, but also the home. So I do have a few pieces of this in different areas, one on my desk, one on my coffee table with huge other crystals that I've got there. This is just a really uplifting stone. And for me, it brings in sort of more those softer angelic meditation, I like to use it when I'm meditating to connect to the angelic and the celestial realms. So let's have a look into the cards for this week. I'll just move these babies aside. I'm just seeing which deck Spirit would like to work with. And they want to start out with the Star Tarot. So let us have a look into this. And let me know how your week is going. Let me know if you're feeling or resonating with whether it's the astrology or the crystals, or if you're resonating with some of the cards that we're also picking this week. And just know that we have this beautiful community. We're all working together and loving and supporting each other. So I just want to say a big thank you and express my gratitude for that, because I do feel your energy. Every time I read for you guys, I feel us all connected, which is so lovely. Okay, so let me flip these cards. This deck I do like to flip. Two of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So there might be sudden changes. There could be karmic situations coming up. There could be a change of direction or expansion and things like that happening this week. So this is Capricorn, Jupiter energy. This is the card of positive change. Although sometimes it can feel like we're torn between the head and the heart, like we talked about before. Then we have an Eight of Disc, which is movement. So you guys need to take action on what it is that you do want. Make sure that you're out and around others. This is Virgo and Venus energy. So perhaps going into groups, aligning yourself with energies that feel like they're on a similar level or vibration to what you want to bring in. So make sure you're hanging out in the spaces. So even if this is you working on like yourself, get into spaces of what you want in terms of future self. And then we see a King of Wands come in. So this is really more of an active lead in terms of spirituality, in terms of making sure that you're moving forward in your life. And I'm just reminded of the sticker that I have on my little whiteboard. Change your energy, change your life. And we see the Mayan calendar symbol in there and some sacred geometry, as well as a butterfly of transformation. So definitely this is about changing energy. That's where Spirit was guiding me with this King of Wands. So let's have a look into some little clarifiers. Oh, just had two fall out on my lap. We'll get another two. Now feel into these before we flip them over. And I'm actually getting a light language download. Light language has been coming up so much for me over the last 2 weeks. Let me know if this is something that's been coming up for you too. And just tuning into how you would with meditation. Let me know if there's anything that comes up for you with this. Yashala Naratakaya Naratakayara. Miasalo no halukaya yana hatukoye. Yala Naratakaya Artur. What I'm being shown is like a still body of water, like a giant pond or a lake, a smaller lake, maybe a giant pond. And they're showing me like a glass-like mirror reflectiveness of that water. So the water representing emotion, representing for us to come into an extreme stillness at the moment emotionally, and stilling the mind, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, come and be very, very still. Then what I was seeing was almost like the deeper part of our soul being able to reflect up out from the water and imprint into our realm and into the physical world. So beautiful vision, beautiful message. Let me know how that resonates. The cards that we have, this is so interesting. The first two that we have, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So a Nine of Swords is dark night of the soul energy. It's a card of cruelty. It's Mars. It's Gemini. We then have the Seven of Swords, which is Moon and Aquarius. Don't let people feed in information that doesn't resonate. This is about not letting things come in and permeate your mind, your body, your soul. This is really, if we're in this still glass-like place, we're not receiving this. So just be careful like what it is that is in your outside sphere or influence at the moment. Be careful not to receive things that don't resonate. Six of Cups. This is deep inner child work. This is also doing shadow work. This is giving to yourself what you need, as well as for me, this is timeline jumping. So I always see this come up when we have an opportunity to jump into quantum versions of us. So we do see a shift with that and with the Two of Disc, and we have a Nine of Disc again. So definitely reaching out to community, reaching out, maybe even doing something special for yourself for Valentine's Day or for this weekend. Maybe perhaps going to like a meditation or yoga, sound healing, crystal type therapies, massage, things that will bring you this beautiful sense of stillness. Let me just get some cards from the other deck. I'm just going to have a sip of this delicious chocolate smoothie. It is nighttime when I'm filming this, so this dessert. It's got a little bit of the raw protein powder in it too. And I've been making a lot of green smoothies out of my recipe book at the moment because we have some gorgeous kale and parsley in the garden that I've been using up, as well as some organic wild blueberries that we get from a friend. And you really can feel the difference in terms of like vitality, life force energy that you receive from these nutrient-dense foods, and the alkalization from the greens has just been magic those last couple of hot days that we've had. So let's flip. We've got 5 cards. We have the King of Cups, the Tower, the Justice card, the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Coins. So with this energy, this is really where you're feeling into your own heart, your own emotions, looking at like what you have on a needs level, what you give to other people, and looking at like having that reflected back. So what you're putting out, are you receiving back the same sort of level or the same, amount? With the Tower card, I do feel this is energy that if things are meant to be sort of swept out of your life, there is an energy or a high probability for the spirit showing me it's like dusting our hands of things for this week as well. And also, as I mentioned on other shows, the Tower card has the Hebrew letter Per associated with it. So this is our words have power. So only speak what it is that you want to bring into this world. We have the Justice or Adjustment card. So things are sort of moving and shifting and changing for a lot of us right now. If you're feeling sort of like your feet are not touching the ground or things feel ungrounded, it's just because the energy is reorganizing, restructuring for something bigger and better to come in. So it's the uncomfortable feeling is not coming from a space of lack, although you might be feeling it emotionally. It's more coming from this impending sense of change. So start to get excited about the new opportunities and change that we're seeing come in. We also have a 9 of Wands and a Knight of Coins. This is a strength card with the 9 of Wands. This is Sagittarius, it's moon and sun, almost eclipse energy. So we're starting to tap into what's coming, and I think it's around the 14th of March, the full moon, where we're going to have some eclipse energy. There's a partial and a full eclipse, I think 2 of them in March. But essentially what I'm seeing is preparing and getting yourself really strong, because we're about to embark on even deeper change next month. So start to make small movements and investments forward towards yourself. And we also have the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and bonus card, 6 of Disc and the 7 of Swords. This is interesting because traditionally we would see, watch out for, people being sneaky or things happening behind our back. What we're actually seeing is be careful that you're not fooling yourself when we're looking at this. So we've got a 4 of Cups. This energy is quite often where we're fixed and we're looking at like just the 3 cups, and you've got the 4th one coming in from Spirit. In this situation, I'm not seeing it from Spirit. I'm seeing it as messages catching your subconscious slips and things like that. So it might be standing at your job and you're daydreaming about what you'd rather be doing. It might be being in a relationship and you all of a sudden get future downloads or knowledge about, what your future holds. Or say, for example, and this is one that I use, It's, you're on a holiday or you're out somewhere and you're taking photos, and then maybe you're thinking, oh, I should probably take a photo maybe without the person in it, and it's usually your subconscious telling you that this person's not perhaps going to be in future. Little things like that, just catch your thoughts, catch your emotions. You don't need to obsess over it, just let it go, is what we're sort of seeing. So we are seeing some things come to an end in your subconscious mind, but perhaps not in the physical. So you will sort of get warnings and things. It's almost, there's an opportunity to take a pathway out, is what we're seeing now. So we do have a 6 of disc, which is a card of success. This is Taurus energy. We've got 2 kinds of Taurus energy in this particular deck. And then we see the 7 of swords. So just watch out that it's not you trying to pull the wool over your eye. This is interesting because the 7 of swords too is called the card of futility. And it's a card of where if we're standing in our truth and resonating that from a higher level, we can withstand any kind of storm. But if we're taking in everything that everyone else says, it becomes a little bit harder, and we more find it hard to know what our own thoughts and feelings are, as well as other people's programming and influence. So just take heed around catching your subconscious thoughts around what you really want and desire for this week. Maybe even keep a journal, take note of your dreams, as we said before. But sending you guys so much love. I hope you have a magical Valentine's Day. And just reminding you that we do have the bundle available with the love potion in this. And you can see that you get all 6 potions. It's quite good value too. But love potion is the one to work with for this week. So it has rose hip, cinnamon, cardamom, and lavender. And please keep an eye out for my upcoming event. And remember, bookings are on masonjupiter.com. and use the discount code Jupiter to book a session with me. All right, I love you all very much. I will see you for a few more shows later in the week. Also take note that schedule might be a little bit different. Unfortunately, we do have a funeral to go to later in the week, so there could be a little bit of change of scheduling. But yeah, sending you guys love. Have a wonderful